Old historical photos you've never seen before. Burano, Venice. A woman in a shawl inspects trays of eels at the local fish market in 1955. Spending the Friday evening at my girl's apartment. September in 1973. A couple with a Ford Model T in the early 1900s. Brigitte Bardot in Spain in 1968. For young comic book readers. New York City, USA. Photo by Ruth Orkin in 1947. Saturday afternoon in Florence, Alabama in 1942. My weightlifter great-grandpa holding my grandpa over his head in 1947. Bruce Lee and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1972. Parisian students in 1960. Shelley Duvall and Paul Simon at Studio 54 in 1978. Hedy Lamarr in 1940s. Stephen King opens the gates to his new Victorian-style house, guarded by bats. November in 1982. Will Smith, Salma Hayek, and George Clooney in 1990s. Kids dressed for Halloween on a school bus in 1980s. Summer trailer camping in 1967. Men protesting prohibition in 1925. Steve Irwin and his wife Terry at their wedding in 1992. Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin in London in 1961. The backside of Hollywood Squares in 1976. Actress Sandra Bullock at her home in 1978. Metropolitan Police Box situated somewhere in Hammersmith, London in 1947. New York City street cleaner on 5th Avenue and 42nd Street in 1950s. A paparazzi snap of Brigitte Bardot, the French actress and superstar of the 1950s. Mouse's Bar on Ave C and 13th Street in 1976. Queensboro Bridge, aka 59th Street Bridge, under construction in 1905. Lorraine Day photographed for Bride by mistake in 1944. Children playing on a half-submerged set of cartwheels and with a toy boat in 1898. Disneyland employee cafeteria in 1961. Waitress at a drive-in restaurant in California in 1920s. Smoky ruins after the San Francisco earthquake. California, USA in 1906. A man changing a tire on his car. Florida, USACA in 1925. A boy named Dexter Brigham behind the wheel of a Cadillac. Seattle, Washington, USA, CA in 1909. For young comic book readers. New York City, USA in 1947. Altus, Oklahoma in 1920. A woman gathers coal to heat her home in West Virginia. Photograph by Lewis Hine, National Archives in 1937. Empire State Building construction workers in the 1930s. A loving Welsh wife washes her minor husband after a long day's work in 1931. Bicycle and Watsonian Child sidecar. Berlin in 1931. Erie Canal at Salina Street, Syracuse, New York in 1904. Caroline Kennedy walks ahead while her father carries her doll in 1960. Marilyn Monroe having her legs made up in 1951. The Bailey Guard Gate in Lucknow, scarred by bullets and cannon fire from 1857. A police officer enjoys a warm cup of coffee and salutations on a cold winter day in 1920. A Civil War veteran poses with his grandchildren in 1900. They looked so happy as all lives are important in 1937. Vespers in Montmartre, Paris in 1950. Wife of a farmer preparing the afternoon meal in their farmhouse in Carroll County, Georgia in 1941. Piles of grain bags stacked at a small railway station in the Sindh countryside in 1930s. Going to McDonald's in the 1950s. Two young boys play on an East End street, London, England, early in 1900s. Pilgrims at Benares, Varanasi in 1910. Central Park Lake in 1942. Remarkably Clever TV Remote in 1957. Brian Eno pours a tea for his cat in 1974. Newlyweds, Moscow, USSR in 1971. Western tourists began visiting the pyramids in the late 1800s. Gina Lollobrigida with Burt Lancaster in Trapeze in 1956. New York City Broadway and Union Square in 1892. Young Lady with Her Cat in 1910. A Texaco gas station attendant shipping a block of ice into a Coca-Cola icebox in the late 1920s. GI with the 3rd Infantry Division in Korea, February in 1951. Fifth Avenue and 59th Street, New York City in 1897. Bridget Bardot shines on screen and beach summer glamour in 1958. Mother and Child in the Kitchen in 1910. Family spends time together in their living room in 1930s. George Lucas and Mark Hamill behind the scenes of The Empire Strikes Back circa in 1980. Our assemblies were always this full in 1894. Queen Elizabeth on its maiden voyage in New York Harbor 1940s. Ruins of Persepolis, Iran in 1923. Near Cumberland Gap, Claiborne County, Tennessee in 1940s. Members of the Hillview Cooperative received their milk at Cost Osage Farms, Missouri in 1939. An Indian Kathakar narrating religious tales to a large gathering by the riverside circa in 1913. Brooklyn The Belt Parkway seawall near Brooklyn's Fort Hamilton in 1948. First cycling lesson of a father to his daughter by Robert Doisneau in 1961. 100 years ago, a pair of Cambridge students in 1926. This image shows New York City buried under snow during the Great Blizzard of 1947. Children carrying home the remains of a bed at a coal mining town in Scotts Run, West Virginia, in 1938. Jerry Mather's Beaver from Leave It to Beaver with his real family in 1960.